Question is, do I have voice? Because we were having real issues getting my voice broadcast. And now I've got two streams running. Great. All right, let's start Scrap Mechanic again. Let's see what happens. Raptor, if you're here, can you hear me? It'd be very nice to hear someone say, yes, I can hear your voice. Raptor, if you're here, can you? Yay, I can hear myself back on the stream. Oh. All right. All right. So I have stream finished. No, this is the one that's running. Yes, thank you, YouTube. Now behave or I'll go back to Twitch. Thank you, gods of the internet. Yeah. All right. So this goes back on its lift. Right. Back in business. Good. 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 Plop. 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 So those three. Two more. Okay. Yeah. I'd like the sound of the pumps, but that's a bit too much. Mm-hmm. Maybe I should put some music on. Hello, people. If you were here before my technological breakdown, welcome back. If you were not, it never happened. YouTube behaved perfectly. My microphone worked all the time. So that's number one. Another 11 to go. Oh, I need some wood, don't I? Or this won't work. Wood. 16 by 16. Make it a bit lighter. And we're going into the night, I see. I'll turn the night cam on in a second. Hello, wise one. I am indeed making. I'm going to make a mobile raft with them. I have boats which run on glow bugs and on wax. But the goal is to have a raft which is mobile, which will carry all this stuff as well. In other words, a mobile base. And if I'd have to do that with bubble plastic, that would cost me. I would need tens of thousands of bubble plastic to make it all float. I don't mind the grind, but that's like ridiculous. But water is like a free resource, and the water bottles are pretty floaty. So there's a 4x4 version of this already. This thing will carry a craftbot, and I might have to build up high enough not to see the numbers, but they're going to be underwater. So to carry two bots and a resource grinder and some other stuff, this thing's going to have to be 16 by what is it? 4x4. So I need 16 of these mats, and then the surface will be big enough to carry all of that. This one and that button. There we go. Yeah. So I don't know if you've ever seen my boats, but so my boats work with bubble plastic, which is 4 mats of bubble plastic and a bench of wood. It doesn't really matter which wood. That's big enough to get some glow bugs on it and sail around. But of course, getting the bubble plastic's a pain in the you know where. And yeah, craftbots are really heavy, so I'm not going to go and get all that oil. But thanks. Actually, the credit for the idea goes to Tizzy from he's over on Twitch streaming. We were talking about cheap ways to get a boat going. So I've been using this one for ages. Just by making if you just make one of these and put walls on the side, then you can stand in it and knock the walls, and you've got a poor man's raft, and you can knock yourself around the water. I've got one, but it's like all the way out on the island over there, I think, at the moment. Besides, it's dark. I don't like going out in the dark. What do I need? Water. You've made a raft, or you've actually made a working boat with bubble plastic. Was it the speed that's not the effort, or the work that goes into getting the bubble plastic oil? I've my boats go pretty fast, but it's the cumulative speed of the glow bugs. You have to have 8 glow bugs is like really nice, and if you go any fast, if you put more glow bugs in, they tend to explode because the speed gets too high and they get too glitchy into the walls they're pushing against, and they go poof. Woks don't do that, but Woks is a pain in the butt to move around. Shall I show you my boat in a minute? We'll put some Woks in it, and we can either go with the Wok boat or we can go with the Glowbug boat. The speed's pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. But we'll wait till it gets light, and I might have to go and dive for a Glowbug to do this. Oh, I'll put one below it. Because I'll tell you, it's going to get really boring for me as well after a while to make these mats. I'll make them, but I might need some distraction meanwhile. Oh yeah, for us it's a fun, as I don't know, indoor lighting maybe, but I really don't like the fuel consumption on. I don't have anything that uses fuel. No, not true. That one uses electric. That small little car uses electric. My main car is bearing driven. And my boats are animal driven because I really don't want to go. I don't want to be spending more time on research hunting for oil, so I can be out exploring. What are we at? 2:33. Let's finish this one. Yeah, 3 more. So we're almost there. Just another 10 to go. Dump that in the water. Oh, I can't beat you there. Can make a bridge with these things. A pontoon bridge. Oh, that's actually, this is an interesting game. It's like a platformer. The ground is lava or really wet. Boating. Hey, Sam. Good afternoon, buddy. Am I using glow bugs? Look, we got glow bugs. We got 3 though. And I think there were 2 in here. That's 5. Shall we go out with the boat? Because it's nice and sunny. It always is nice and sunny because we don't have rain. You can come in here for a moment. Yeah, very good. You can go in there. So Sam gets credit for being actually the first person to test boats with me and smash them into rocks and find out that you shouldn't use too many glow bugs because too many glow bugs is too much of a good thing. Yeah, you're all on your own now, aren't you? Shh. Oh, I have no food. Don't want to die. Food over there. Shh. Good man. Sure. Yeah, I've like my daily routines. I have to go by the all the metal farms and trigger them. So I understand that while you're waiting on your farm to do its thing, you got your little jobs around the house really. And I don't mind getting. I need some oil every now and again. And so there's a pool over there. There's a big bench over there, and then there's some out there. So, but I'll actually swim that, even though I built this entire thing to go oil fishing. In all honesty, the just going swimming is faster. There you go. You take care of the house. Um, I have with me food, some cardboard. I've got a gun. The gun doesn't help if I don't bring any ammo. You never know what we run into. He said, and then just thought, "Do you know what? All right. Um, that's annoyingly close. Go on, go away. Um, yeah. Okay. 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 You can come, but you'll have to sit in the back seat. There's method to my madness. If we find another glow bug, we'll have six instead of four. Yeah. the I love all the little underwater cars. See, this is going really not fast, is it? And that is because they're not glitched into the wall properly yet. First, I just want to go and see if I can. Where are we going? That way. Okay. Just going to see if I can find one more glow bug, and then we'll get the proper speed out of it. It's moving because the glow bugs are stuck in the wall. And so, even though from top it'll look like they're standing still, but they're actually generating force all the time. This is, by the way, this is a good way to collect oil. You've got a little platform you can go back to each time without having to, even while swimming. Well, there wasn't anybody out there. I should have done this at night, gone for a glow bug. Ah, yeah, but I'm sneaky. See, I glue my death bags to all my objects because I lose things. I'm very good at losing things. Um, Here's a pit, and if we've got a pit, we've got a glow bug. There's no two ways about it. How far off are we? There we are. Oh, there it is. Thanks, Sam. You have a good day. If you're going out to work, be safe as well. Well, be safe anyway. Thanks for dropping in, Betty. And here we go. All right. So one, two, three. Brew. Three. Good. Okay. Now, show the people how it works. Now there's a speed, and then if I start moving them a bit, at a certain angle, they'll actually start generating more speed. They've got to be glitched into the front wall they're chewing on. Let's see. So ta-da! There's a glow bug powered boat. You can the more bugs you stick in it, the faster it'll go. And then there's a maximum speed at some point where they'll start exploding because they're um, having trouble being glitched into that one block in front of them because everything's moving at a speed. At some point, oh, see, here we go. It's just picked up an extra bit of speed. Is that a wok? What is that? That's a tote bot head. Yeah, so suspension glitches, I've never ever built one. But Khan built a glowbug boat, and he was using a suspension glitch. And what I noticed was the bugs don't like it. Again, there they start exploding. So how this one works is this is a level 5 seat, and individually, when I turn left, so with a level 5 seat, you can address each bearing as it is. So when I turn left, I only move the one on the left, and when we want to go right, I only turn the one on the right. So there's still a forward vector going on of the one which isn't turning. No, no. Well, I don't know if they don't like suspension glitches. It's uh, these are quite fragile. The glow bugs. I think they have a health of 25. So in the wok boat, the wok's going to have a lot more bouncing around. Glow bugs are delicate. And then you'll see the arms come up every 60 seconds. And the reason for that is if I leave the arms down and I fall off the boat will go to the end of the map. And so I've built in a I can get up. I can show you. There's a timer here, and it goes forwards, and after 60 seconds, it shuts off the circuit and it moves the arms up again. And what's going on at this speed, you'll see when I try and build something. If I try and put down a block, you see how the block's gibbering? I can't. If I try and remove it, you'll see the one block bouncing backwards off it. Things get a bit freaky at this speed, and I think that speed is actually due to these guys continuously wanting to go forwards to the cardboard, this block pushing back, and they're stuck in a kind of loop. Hello, funny man. Hi. Good afternoon. Welcome. How are you doing, sir? Oh yeah, yeah. I must say, I got a really nice new PC for my because I deserved one, I think. And but before that, my scrap mechanic was screwing up all over the way. What are you going to do to the big red guy, funny man? Tell us. It must include death, destruction, and bombs. multiple points of pressure. I'm all for it. I would go for six-sided pressure. What are you going to apply the pressure with? I saw your comments on the finger trap. I had to think really, really hard. I don't know if can you post a link to it? I'll let you post it in the chat if YouTube lets you post it in the chat. It's like all out of my control. I think. Here we go. The finger trap you did you make a video of it? And if so, go ahead and post it in the chat. Oh, yeah, okay. So we have a rogue glowbug. No, it's gone back into line again. So the one on the right hand side, he's kind of pushing in the corner there. He's unbalancing us. Too bad. You should make your stuff and put them on videos. It makes it easier to share what you've done. Yeah, see now they're all good. Now they're all good again. Now they're all stuck in their blocks. All right. Do you want to see the wok thing as well? The wok boat, the amphibious wok boat. I have to get this thing back to harbour. So is it fast? Yeah, I think it's relatively fast. This thing. Is it faster than thrusters? I don't know because I've never had anything with thrusters go this fast. Because I've only got two thrusters. Is it easy to steer? Yeah. Is it a pain in the butt to get the glow bugs together? Sometimes. Oh, very good, wise one. Yeah, go on. You get to go on. Post your link. Let us all see it. What are you streaming? Scrap Mechanic or other games? Or other games as if those exist? No, I do play. I do play other things. Are we almost there? Oh, we just slowed down. I slowed down? Did my machine just slow down? Well, that's strange. Okay. Yeah, very good. I've been Steam is telling me that I like open world survival craft games. And I must say I do like the genre because of the open character of the storyline. Usually, you get to screw around a lot without being forced to do things. Okay, so it's 1800. When it gets dark, we'll go and build. I'll go and build another two of these. So we'll do the building of the rats at the night. Where is the other wagon? It's here. Shh. I'm taking care of myself. And We need some corn. I need some corn. 1929. Didn't do anything with the bombs though. All right, girls. It's time to show the people how this works. It's not liking the fact that I've put the thing down in the grass. Mm, you? You can go. Go on. Find the corn behind you. Turn round. There you go. Oh, what on earth just happened? Ah, oh, just it's automatically grabbing my right mouse click. That's not as I want it. That's stuck. I just took the button off that. That didn't help. Let's put that back. 4. There you go. That's all in the wrong place. Let's see. I want that goes there. That goes there. Okay, that's one. One more walk, please. Oh no. I could pretend I didn't read it, could I? Hello, Marcellus. How are you today? Come on, get your butt in there. It's a little bit dark, this car. I think on your end you guys can see it, so we'll live with it. No, we're not going to go in the water here. I've done that a few times and I keep tipping over. Test 1 was unsuccessful. I usually find somewhere between test 620 and 640, I'm seeing my first results. That's like when I want to go and get myself a chocolate bar. The great amusement of the game is all the screw around you get to do. I think I've turned the engine down on this. Okay, I'm a man of my word, which means I am going to go and build another raft first. Just got to get these rafts. We've got 2. We only got another 10 to do. Only just 10. Just 10. Just be glad you wasn't around here this morning when I was grinding down trees to get all the bases for these things. There we go. Well, Yeah, I said this slightly earlier that I have a new PC and I'm really, really happy with it. It has a proper graphics card, and but I was playing on my old kind of desktop office PC before, and I don't know, I haven't seen a bug splat in ages, but those were common for me. And starting the game would take anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. It did kind of make me very, very conscious of making backups all the time. Yeah, I took too much stuff with me when we went out. Da, 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 da. That can all go in here for now. I've lost my welding tool. Well, it depends. I mean, you can reuse your stuff. I'd have 9 level 5 pistons if I took things apart. Kill your darlings, make something better. Right. I'd like to go take everything, but I can't do that yet. Yeah, the silly ideas usually are the expensive ones, because most things can actually be dealt with simply. If you want to get rid of a big farm bot, you use wheels, blow them up, or shoot them up, or you make 2 small bombs. But those aren't the fun things. Thanks, Marcellus. But I'm not having an issue with my frames on my end. Are they laggy on the way coming in for the stream? Good morning, Mr. Bus. How's life for you today? You, what have you been up to? I'm making a raft, boss. I'm making a big raft. I'm making a raft which we put a base on. Oh yeah, what have you been playing? The Stormworks stuff. Yeah, down here they all float. I've stuck it on my wish list, Stormworks. It's another it's not a survival game, but it's a crafting game, and it's a rescue mission game, really, isn't it? In its game aspect. But you build your own boats, and you build your own flying stuff, helicopters. I saw you can get quite technical on doing it. I think the physics is pretty secure on it, especially when it comes to the water physics and so forth, which is nice. Boss, we're about to go and have a look at the wok boat in a minute. Marcellus, were you watching about 2 seconds ago? Because we took the Glowbug boat out for a trip. Did you see it? Because I've got a tip for a Glowbug boat. Yeah, this one. Use your 6 Glowbugs, happy little buggers, and some logic. And there's a tutorial on my channel for it. Um, but it's about to get light. You know you know what I'm going to do now? Oh no! Oh no! The cows are tipping over. I wasn't paying attention. What we're going to do now is we're going to have a look at let's grab some food because otherwise I'll starve on the water. That'd be a bad idea. Well, the Glowbug boat I've made is pretty good. Picks up a nice speed. But I've just loaded up this one, so we'll go and do this one first. How on earth do I get up here? Can I reach the seat? Yeah. Don't go in. Don't go in yet. So this is the amphibious wok boat. Oh no, float. There we go. Give a little bit more off. There we go. Well, first thing we can do is turn the night cam off. Oh, I know why. Sorry, guys. Because of this. All right, the bit rate should be improving for you as I'm saying this. What are we doing? There. Go on, get into your head glitchy mode. The woks have to start shaking their heads wildly. Sure, Marcellus, be good. Oh, I'll see you back in a bit. Oh, come on, make the turn. I've got to get it into a certain, I don't know, alignment with the game or something. And then there we go. No, we don't want to go on there. But we can put our wheels up and drive us out for a moment. And we'll try that again. We'll re-enter the water and we'll go properly this time. Oh, hi, War Robots. I'm having to get used to watching the chat and seeing all this new paying attention. I'm having to get used to paying attention. What I've got to do is I've got to move this up a bit. Don't know why that's gone weird. There we go. That's better. Now I can see people. Yeah. So this is the wok boat, and they're not in their full modus yet. You see, their heads are not. They're not going nuts yet, which is why the speed isn't amazing yet. But the moment they get into this glitch and they get stuck in their pole, there we go. and then something in the physics in the game happens which causes a continuous push between the wok and the pole, and the wok's jammed into the pole because it wants to get to the corn. And hence we have a boat with woks. And so what I'm liking about the wok boat compared to the glowbug boat, the glowbugs do the same thing. The glowbugs do exactly the same thing. You just don't see it very clearly. But the glowbugs, when they get their heads stuck in wood, they do the same. It's the same effect. The thing I like about the woks is they're stronger and they don't explode, and they have quite. Yeah, I think why it's fast is because there's something going on which shouldn't be happening. Because the wok should be trying to get out of the pole at the same time it's trying to get at the corn, and it's when that happens, this effect, that's when the speed suddenly jumps up. Which is why I need it. That's why there's a vertical pole there. If you have a horizontal pole, it doesn't get its head stuck in the. Yeah, yeah. What will happen? Because they actually do this. I never understood. We don't understand this game, War Robots, but we're doing it. It's. I mean, there's the creative mode to scrap mechanic, which is at the end of the day a sandbox because it doesn't have a game element, as in there's no goals to be attained there. And then there is now a survival mode, but and the survival mode is kind of open worlded, but you have enemies and you have a health bar, and it causes challenges which are fun to try and solve. Then there's no preset storyline to it really. I did lots of sailing when I was younger, and boating really isn't that fast. When you're on rivers, things just take a lot longer than you'd imagine. So I'm quite chuffed with how he said realistic this is, looking at a one thick slab of bubble rolling over the water. Well, I hope they subscribed because they like the content. But thanks. So, for anyone who likes water physics, I'll say this once, Boss. Here you go. Go over to Mr. Boss's channel because he's been putting out a series on stormworks. He's been going through the first steps, I guess, of how you do it, and he might even get me enthusiastic eventually. It, it's a special game because you have to do things like pistons and physics, and uh, but then it also has like the kind of Minecraft effect to it, um, where you've got building with blocks within a grid system. That's a good question, funny man, but I don't know because I'm using XSplit Broadcaster. I can answer a scrap mechanic question. So we're going to put these girls back to bed, or shall we go and actually? There's one thing I should do while I'm. Oh, there it is. The farm just triggered. Well, one of the farms just triggered. That's nuts. That just happened earlier as well. So there's a border here for a chunk. The entire boat just slowed down again. Let's get them back into their shaky state. I got one into shaky state and the other's going, and there we go. Okay, good. No, not yet. I guess I'm not doing myself any favor with all the loose stuff I've currently got going on here. I better start sticking some things to the floor because this is Lag Town now. Once for steer, the buttons on the hotbar are to steer them, the woks themselves, and the seat is for steering the wheels when it comes up on the land. What am I playing on? Do you mean what my hardware is? It's a black box with a very good processor and graphics card inside. People keep asking me this, then I have to go and look it up. I have a Ryzen 5 3600 6-core with a RTX 2060 Super NVIDIA. I think that's the information, isn't it? Which means no more bug splats for Scrap Mechanic. Good afternoon, fans. Nice to see you again. Yep, I'm playing on a PC. Yeah, I don't think Scrap Mechanic exists on non-PCs. Fans, are we happier with my sound today? It should be much better. Okay, thanks, boss. Yeah. Um, I need my weld tool here and a little bit of wood. Yep. Um, this one's really quite big. Let's do it from here. Nine. Okay, that should be less loose objects hanging around. Hi Marcellus, have you learned how to make a glowbug boat? Okay, so there it is. So, any questions about what you just saw? Marcellus has just gone and seen the tutorial or the glowbug oil bug thing. Good, good. I hope that means that was a useful tutorial as well. That's too far, guys. I just wanted to go out for a short spin. Let's go back in. Dunk. There we go. All right, thanks. Um, yeah. Shall I? Are we going to take the bears out again? I guess we are. Well, no, we're not, because I know what'll happen. I'll log out and I'll forget they're in here, and I'll come back and they'll all be sitting down on the ocean floor. Oh, went too far. How, how did I manage to do that? That was only 3 holes, and I managed to get through it. Come on, guys, come and have your food. You're too far away. There we go. How's Camp Bitterbot going? Well, it's a bit disappointing, to be quite honest, because these bots just don't want to listen. And I make a tank and put a feeder on it for them. This is the tank and this is the feeder. But yeah, so Camp Bitterbot's okay. Um, I can tell you this is it's not in a video, but I've been taking parts of it down to reuse the wood. Yeah, this is the tank. This room is the tank, and this is the feeder. And because it goes round, it plops down a block, and then when it plops down a block, they all move. And what happens with the static feeder is one of the bugs gets in front of it, and he kind of blocks the access to it for the rest of the bugs. So you get 5 dead bugs and 1 overfed bug. And what I'll do is if I want them to go to feed faster. Oh, I don't know exactly how much to feed them, so I just continuously feed them. It's getting dark again. Okay, so people who've been watching now know what I'm going to do, which is get back to doing this. I'm making 12 rafts, which altogether should be more than enough to carry craftbots and everything else. And then we're going to stick a wok on it and make it run. And it don't matter how fast it goes, because a mobile base doesn't have to go specifically fast, as long as it moves. Four, 5, 6. That should be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, yes. Five, 6, 7. I'm not actually counting them. I'm calling out the numbers on my hotkeys. 0. But that's 8 by 8, so that's 64. For the, and then 12 of those. It's a lot of bottles. Oh, just one short. Um, yeah, so you should put the video up of that. I played some castles and bombs with young master Mr. Boss here. We put the first half of that session online recently. It was a bit of an unfair advantage, as I literally have 45 minutes in creative and the rest of it is all in survival. So I had no idea what I was doing. There's so many parts in my inventory all of a sudden. There we go. See, we're making progress here. Right. So the bags which seem randomly placed, they're not. It's actually not that random. Why are we seeing three here? Okay, so that's random. Sorry. This always happens. I want to explain something. I don't know what these two are. They shouldn't be there. I haven't died this session yet. But the reason they're here, I've got a double one here as well. It's attached to this craft. And so when I go off sailing and I get out of the boat or I fall out of the boat or I die, this marker will always be visible in the world. So that one over there is stuck at the top of my tower on the island. So there are markers on the map really, which, well, on the non-existent map. And so I also have one attached to my main vehicle there. But the distance you can see them at has changed because you used to be able to see them always. You now have to come into a certain range to be able to see them. So there's two or three more over this way, but they won't pop into view until, there we go. There's one. Is it one? Yeah, that's where the farm is. So I kind of, if I'm out in the wilds and lost, I know that if I'm seeing this cluster in the distance, that's home. That's safety. Yeah, yeah, they're practically waypoints. I think the game doesn't provide for them out of the box. So of course, people are going to come up with their own solutions, not to spend years wandering around the map. What are we at? 0036. So we've got, I think I've done four now. One, two, three. We've only done three actually. That's okay. 9 to go. I hope they do. I hope they do release something in the form of a map or a waypoint system, or something inherent to the game. Because there's I think there's a nice little mod out there which provides satellites and creates a map for you that way. It doesn't happen often that you have a survival game without a map. I'd be very happy with any content update at this point, even if it was just a little bot which swims in the water, or oh, I don't know, finish the warehouses. Like they're supposed to be more finished, aren't they? There's supposed to be more to do in them. Supposed to decrypt them. I thought that was the whole idea. So they better release something for that before everybody's blown up all their warehouses. There's a mod for that, you know. So, should I be? I'm very tempted to start singing a song because this is so monotonous. Um, but I won't. I'll save your ears. I'll turn the music on a bit. Does somebody want to do the calculus for me? So it's 12 times 16. No, 12 times 64. Is it? Yeah, 8 by 8, 64. Times 20 will be a boat which consists of water floating on water. You're getting a lot of views, but you're not getting a lot of subs. That means people are not being convinced yet by what they're seeing, I guess. Are you referring to the Stormwork stuff? I guess. The only thing I can point at is the game. I know you don't like the game per se, but I have lots of subs and views coming from Scrap Mechanic, but that built up over time. And then I started doing Craftopia, and that has taken now 9 videos. And by now, people are warming up from that community. People are warming up to the idea of what I am doing. So I think it takes a while before an existing community latches onto what you're doing. Amen. That's what I think on a Sunday. I'm glad I'm not too OCD because they're all pointing the same way, but I'm going to start doing this now and they'll go out of whack. Oh, that one's right. Oh, okay. They're all staying in the right same orientation instead. No, is there a dislike under my stream? That's okay. I wouldn't watch somebody welding 1,024 bottles to a wood either. Nope. No, not until there's like 17,000 viewers every day. Then I think we'll go to delegating jobs around. Yes, you do have permission to send the link to your video, but only if you tell me to turn my night cam off. All right, 3 more. See, we'll have done another one. That'll be 4 then. Then we can do some fun as soon as it's light again. Um, Sorry, Tizzy. I just turned. Look, Mr. Boss is on the stream, if there's one thing I trust him is for him to tell me at 5 minutes past 4. So, how far are you? Okay, so let me introduce to Tizzy, whose fault it is that I'm doing this. I am going to squarely blame this on you. How many have we got? Well, I'm doing them in mats of what is it? 16 by 16. So there's 8 by 8, so there's 64 on each block. So there's 1 block, 2 block, 3 block, 4 block, 8 blocks so far. We've got to go to 16. Oh, look at that, we're halfway. Thanks, boss. So there's uh, calculator. So far, there's 512 of these things on it. So that's halfway the raft, and if you want to see it, because I think I've got to demo it now, because then somebody will believe me. Let's see. One, you. They're all in the wrong orientation now, aren't they? And then I want to do, yeah, I want to do that. Yeah, no, don't fall over. Don't fall over. That will do. Oh, there's no welding tool there. Now there is. It will. It will be a mobile workspace. I will have one. I will. That's annoying. Why can't I do that? Because I'm up too close. Why can't I? How am I going to do that? Can I stand on it? If I stand on it, I can probably do it. See, that's silly, but okay. Okay. Now we can put that in the water. Thank you, Marcellus. I'm flattered. That's the biggest compliment ever. People telling me it's an odd idea. Most probably it has not been done yet. And take comfort in the idea that I do have other ideas, hundreds of them, and I do them, and they're all bad, odd ideas. But this one seems to be working so far. There we go. That's what it takes for one craftbot to float. Send us the video, funny man. Yes, yeah. So we're going to have a raft, which will take everything that's out there, really, and then preferably also one or two of my vehicles. It is, but yeah, it takes a lot of water bottles to get this buoyancy. And what you can do actually is to double stack the water bottles. It'll push it up a bit further. I really hope I don't have to end up doing that. Yes, I'm playing Raft Mechanic, Tizzy. It's too bad Pixel hasn't showed up yet. Because he could come with me hunting. Ew, Raft Mechanic. Yep. You have to every time you come on land, you lose your raft. I did play Raft. I played 15 minutes of Raft. I found my first island. I was delighted. I got off my raft. My raft floated off. I died. That was the end of my whole raft experience. It will be part of my video. Seven ways to die in survival games I didn't understand the first time I started playing them. I played Ancestors, where you're supposed to be a monkey. You start off in this jungle. I took the monkey up a tree. It got frightened, and I don't know. It must have had a heart attack or something, but it died of fear. 12:31. So it's daytime, which means I don't have to be building rafts, which I don't think we should be doing. We have taken the boat out for a spin already. There's an unstuck button in what? In Scrap Mechanic? No, I didn't know that if it's there. I bet this guy will go already. See if I can. There we go. We'll go over to the island. No, we won't go over to the island. Yeah, Tizzy. I've been mechanically inclined. I've done something clever because I had my boats which kept floating off. I've I've made a dry dock. It lifts the boat out of the water. I was jolly impressed with myself. Also for finally using all this Pathlight block I have. Well, the first experiment said, Tizzy, did you just see the what car or not? Tizzy, you have to see the what car. Uh, where did I leave the woks? Did I leave it in the water? Yeah, okay, you saw the hybrid, but I'm kind of confused now. Where did... Wait, hang on. Where did they go? We came back, drove them up onto the land, and we left them here. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. There it is. It should have a bag on it. Yeah, I've advanced that far enough with it. Okay, so here we are. Nope, can't get up there. So the woks drove us off. Good. Funny man, can you post the link in the chat for us? Does that work? Okay. Yum, 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 yum. Well, what's your channel? What's your channel name? Is it Funny Man with double N? Can I? I don't mind screwing around with this a little bit. Stream settings. Click the edit button below to find all the settings you need in one place. I would. There's no edit button. Here's an edit button. Live chat. Enable live chat. Yeah. Okay. Allow people to post links. No, not an option. Apparently that's not an allow comments. Yes. Restrictive lot. Can I post a link? I should be able to post a link. I think I should be able to post a link on. Well, funny man, I don't know where your channel is. What's the name of your channel? Because if I look for, can I click his name or something? Can I do that? Can I do that? That's so strange. I can't do it from my end. I can't see your link. It's funny. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. Uh, I'm just looking up his channel, guys, because maybe I can post his link. Well, if I search YouTube for Funny Man, nothing shows up. Not anything. Chat. Funny Man Scrap Mechanic. I get Scrap Man, of course, because we all want to see everything Scrap Man's done 20 times. Good point, boss. I think I have his links. Must have one somewhere. I think you commented on Trapping Farm Bots. Here you are. There we go. I've got a link now. Farmbot Crusher link. Now we find out, can I post a link? I can post links. Isn't that good? And then while we're at it anyway, let's post that other link as well for Mr. Boss, so everybody can go and see Stormworks. There we go. Have the cows done anything I don't want yet? No. Now, stay and don't move again. You're welcome, guys. We will, I think as small-time content creators, it has to be our joint job to infiltrate the Scrap Mechanic homepage. As much as I love Scrapman and Khan and John Bain and Squiddy, if I now type in Scrap Mechanic in YouTube, I'm seeing videos from then which are months and months old, and the only new stuff is from Scrapman, who is actually I'm still amazed that he's also still doing things in survival because he puts out a video every day, and I'm running out of ideas. What are the Wok's names? Well, I've just been to Friesland, so um, the one on the left is F14-2, and the one on the right was Gertrude 16M. This guy wants to be glued to something, not with that, but with that. Because you're lagging me a little bit. There we go. Right, we're halfway there. Farm raised animals. Do I have a McDonald's where we live? Yes, I know of the existence of McDonald's. It's not my favorite. I'd rather go to a Burger King. But we have McDonald's, and sometimes I will sin and I'll go in and I'll order 4 cheeseburgers and I'll run out again. I dare do it now more often because I have to wear a face mask. That's right. McDonald's should do something with the Hamburglar. Do you think you can build the FarmBot crusher I made? I'll have a look at the video after my stream, if you don't mind. Um, but uh, probably if I can see it, I could probably build it. We're currently looking at vanilla of Scrap Mechanic. So this morning I was using test branch because with Tizzy we were in the community world those guys have over, at the Builders Club, which you find over at Discord. Ah, Tizzy, you should have brought me some. Oh, no, you shouldn't have brought me one. So I read the first half of your message. I just went to Burger King, but the power went out and they were serving. So you went to McDonald's. I know. I shouldn't get four burgers. I should be decent and only get one burger and some chips. But no, I want four of those soft, fluffy cheese things which have a hint of meat attached to them. And I'll scoff them down in one go as well. I'll have to remove the stream after this. All right, we're building one more. And then, as an exciting finale, I'm going to go and have a cigarette. So ask yourself, John, why are you doing this in third person? That's not very convenient, is it? No, it's not. Well, that's very friendly of them. I like McDonald's is a very specific flavor, but if you ask me, do you want a hamburger? Then I prefer the Burger King because it has the flame grilled flavor and it has the it's more meaty. It's more coarse meat. And McDonald's meat for the hamburger is pretty fine. As in, it's not got any structure anymore. Yeah, I can imagine, Marcellus. I ran it before, and it was okay if I kept my settings down. Um, and it also kind of depends on what you're doing in the game, I guess. If you're doing how many 9 level 5 pistons did you say for any man? That will lag your game out and make it go unhappy. I had my first burger in weeks when I logged in this morning, Tizzy. Because you know my cook bot has retrained as psychologist and has never actually done anything useful in the kitchen for me. And it was like, oh yeah, look, we've got hamburgers in this. I would also like to note, Marcellus just pointed out that we're making a boat with water on water. That it doesn't matter how full the bottles are, whether it's a stack of 20 or a stack of 1, it's all as buoyant. So how come? I mean, I can imagine on a stack of 1, there's still a lot of air left inside, so it can be buoyant. But if it's fully full, it should just sink to the bottom. Doctor Cook, where's Doctor Cook? Oh, I know where Doctor Cook is, but we can't see it. What Doctor Cook is? He's out there somewhere on a little island. He's still having his holiday. I was, I was sailing around earlier, and I was like, "What's that yellow spot on the island there?" It's like, "Oh yeah, that's where I left Doctor Cook." Poor guy. Who Doctor Cook? No, he's not related to Doctor Pixel Plays. Although I guess they could analyze each other. Now, Doctor Cook is my cookbot, but because really I've only survived on milk and bananas in World, I never used a cookbot. So when we did Camp Better Bot, um, Doctor Cook was the right robot to do the psychological analysis of the slightly frustrated farm bots. Go see my video, Camp Better Bot. That's where he has his hour of fame. Is there anything better than watching paint dry? Yes, there is. You can tune in on Sunday afternoons and watch John place water bottles. Oh, I can't take any more. I have not found a good routine to place these down in a very fast method yet. And I mean like a very fast method. Kind of getting the hang of it, but still a lot of clicking. That's interesting. That Camp Better bot um, was picked up so well. Because really, Camp Better bot misses. I told Tizzy this yesterday. Because Camp Better bot actually misses the innovation bit, doesn't it? There's nothing technologically in there which hasn't been done before. No, I'm quite happy, boss. I'm gonna be amusing myself with this for a while yet. I'm not well. I'm not having frame rate problems. If that was a general tip, that's a good one. If my stream is weird again, it's currently at a 1700 bit rate, which is really as fast as I should have it. True, Suze. So Isaac, I really want to say that properly, and I'm not going to be able to do it, am I? So Isaac, yeah, I do like that about the burgers because it's just a full refill. Um, I'd probably do it if I could give the cookbot a chest to sit on, and that it could draw its stuff from the chest, so make the cookbot part of the whole inventory system. Then it'd be a lot easier. But now I've got wok steaks hanging around left and right, and I never got around to appreciating Dr. Cook for his original profession. I must say the frame rate thing is can be weird, Marcellus. So if I log in, it'll be okay. If I go away from especially my farm is my lag source, but it's on a different chunk. If I come there, it'll be laggy, and then that will disappear after a while. Then I'll go away, I'll come back to the farm, it won't be laggy. I'll go away, come back to the farm again, it will be laggy again. And I can't put my finger on it if that's anything I'm doing or just the world's not loading or unloading chunks in a proper order. Don't really want to think about the technicalities of what they've done here with because it is one continuous world. It's a nice it's a nice piece of platform. I was going to say I've got to turn my night cam off, but it's not on. But we will finish this one because I haven't done one. Let's just get this one done with, and then that'll be number 5. 6 more, and I got 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more, please. All right. So we are at half plus a bit more. A little bit of wood, a little bit of wood. Oh, and again, there's no weld tool in the right spot. Like hit the hotbar, and you're like, why didn't it show up? Because you took it off. I feel like Nestle hoarding the world's water reserves. Has the water level dropped any yet since I've poured all that into there? So what we'll do is just go and we'll just go and do this because we have to do this. We have to go and see him, see if he's okay. Yep, when I started doing Craftopia, when I did my second video on Craftopia, I lost, in 2 days' time, I lost 9 subscribers. So the only thing I can think about that is that, well, I was only doing scrap mechanic before that, so people are not too chuffed about, they think I've moved on, and so they've jumped off my stream, which is okay, because I am not going to be a single game person, although if I do a game, I'll probably do it quite deeply for a while. But it's okay. Subscribers filter themselves, and uh, if they want to pop off, that's absolutely fine. I can't see myself from the front, can I? That's so sad. Well, I'll just have to sit with Dr. Cook and look out over the ocean. All right, people. I'm going to have 8 minutes of break because I noticed last time 5 wasn't enough. I'll be back, and then I'm going to stream until I think probably 5 o'clock, maybe a little bit over. So I hope to see you back in a few, and if not, make sure you take care of yourself. Hi, Tin. Good afternoon. Good morning. What is it? 16:30. So it's morning for you. I am guessing. Where are we at? We're at 16:16, which means we've got a bit more light to go. Well, we're going to leave Dr. Cook here because now you know who he is. We'll get back to. Oh. Shh. We don't want to hear myself again. You did have 15 viewers while I was gone. That does seem to be a thing, doesn't it? the less I'm here, the more I'm valued. I think people just wanted to see Dr. Cook. Tin, I've missed you, but I've been putting water bottles on wood. You could say I'm losing my mind, or I'm making a raft which will carry a mobile base. And here's the proof of concept, which is we have a craftbot. This is the heaviest thing I can find in the game, sitting on water bottles and wood. I know. Yeah, so while I was outside smoking my cigarette, I could follow the chat. And I was glad to see you were all amused by just hanging out here, being everybody's stuck at home. I'm stuck at home. Tomorrow I go back to work, which means I'm going to be sitting in the same chair as I'm sitting in now. And we're all growing into our seats at home. Yeah, that's good, isn't it, Tin? So, but the process of getting there is kind of tedious because it means we need one of these, which we take some wood out just to make it a bit lighter or less wasteful. We drink something because otherwise we're going to die. Good on you, Tin. I'd rather be playing Scrap Mechanic than watching myself as well. That doesn't make much sense, does it? And so the interesting trick about this is water is free, bubble plastic isn't. So all in all, there'll be what was it, 1,024 bottles of stacks of 20 of water, and that, in my estimation, is going to be enough to carry a whole base. So we're doing this by night time, so we can do more fun stuff in the daytime. When I'm streaming, I'm learning. I had a bit of an accident this morning. That I started the stream, and for some odd reason, well, no, I figured it out. My voice wasn't coming up, and why was that? Because I'd been working in my music program beforehand, and that tends to screw around a bit with the audio inside my PC. So my mic was registering, but it wasn't registering. On the bright side, um, it was my birthday yesterday. So if you feel like singing, this would be the appropriate moment. But I got myself, what I got as a gift, I got a keyboard, and not one with letters, but one with keys for a piano. So I now have a 96 wide piano keyboard, which is going to be really cool for making more music to go with the videos. Because I've been really running out of music to put with my videos. I think I've used every piece of music I kind of valued myself by now. So I've also got to go back to generating some tunes. How old was I? Well, I was 47, and yeah, I am now 48. Thanks, boss. Now everyone knows. But don't forget, I also said I was 48, but mentally probably about 12. So that kind of compensates. Yeah, it's a number in my related to when my mother gave birth to me. Well, that sounds really nasty, but I mean, it's people ask me, so do you feel a year older? It's like, well, no, because I didn't make any record of how I felt exactly last year, and I can't actually reference that point either anymore. So no, I don't feel older. Do I feel wiser? Maybe a bit. Less worried about things. Yeah, it's okay. We don't want to be. We don't want to be 12 again. Have to go through all that stuff again. Hey, why are you not placing? Yeah, I know the music is free, and I'm absolutely for everybody using music appropriately in their videos. But I can write my own music, and I'm not saying it's the best stuff around, but it's part of the project for me. It's not just the gameplay; it's making the video plus the narrative plus recording interesting looking shots. I mean, it's all still hobby level, but making the music and the whole video is also part of the thing for me. So I kind of take pride in making sure I've got something I did. That the whole video is my thing. See, that's another one done. It's not even 12 o'clock yet. I'll be wise this time and put its little stump on it first. I didn't pick it up today. No, of course you didn't pick it up because it's on the lift. Right, once more. I was so automatically expecting that to be on the end there. Is that, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't even see properly. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, good, good. That means that means we're at 12. Does it? No, it's 10. So that means we do need another 6 of these things. It just went totally quiet. The pump stopped. Yeah, right, Sin. Well, I'm all for everybody using uh, existing music. I mean, I can't do graphical stuff really. I can't draw to save my life, so if somebody else can provide that for me, all the better. I can make things in a PC and kind of make them look good, but I'm not a very I couldn't do things by hand. My faces look like Picasso's, noses and lips all over the place. No, no, because that was my stream. This is going to be the longest stream ever, and people in years to come will say, "Yes, I watched John place 1,024 water tanks." So we don't really want it to go very fast. But it's more about the journey there than the end result. I'm really serious. I think it will work because the heaviest things are those bots. These chests are lighter than those chests, and of those chests I do have a lot. So I may have to go frugal and chuck some stuff away because, to be quite honest, I probably don't need. See, I don't even know what's in these things. I don't need antennas and bolts, really, do I? I could stash those somewhere. Bragging rights, right? Exactly, Pony. Actually, all right. So if you go that route, so because I like to make a story as of what I'm doing. Yeah, so it's not hi. This is John playing a game, but it's from the character. So if I make a video, it's from Jonathan's the mechanic perspective. He's on this world and he's stuck here. And how do you make a good story? Well, you have to go and have a look at Carl Jung and um, uh, oh, I forget his name. It's he has Campbell, Joseph Campbell. He's figured out the hero story, and in every hero story and every big hero story there exists, there are like 13 points where he has to slay a dragon or he has to overcome an unachievable task. And that's where we get all our Greek god or Greek hero stories from, because they'll all fall into one of these 13 points. And a full hero epos is a character which touches all 13 points. And then if you want to go into the Carl Jung psychological aspect, it basically symbolizes someone's whole life. So I do think about that stuff while I'm doing the videos, because I understand that there's this one character which now lives in this world, which I'm molding while I'm telling its story. And I do try to go into the uh, make things seem epic, even though at the end of the day it's just a 3D world with a guy playing behind a PC. But it's nice to be able to draw those visuals out into something uh, which touches natural heroic moments which people recognize, consciously or not. I'll shut up about that now. I do like storytelling, fairy tales, myths. I can actually only do it in things like Scrap Mechanic because it's an open world. The moment a game forces a storyline on me, I can't do that trick anymore. Does All right, Tim, I'm reading what you're saying there. So on the first one, when it comes to the chests, I think I'm not sure what the technical answer is because this has a weight, but it only has a surface of what is it, 4x4? And this is a higher surface, these big chests. So is weight for the entire item when I look at something in its inventory, is that weight, those two blocks, is that for the entire thing or is that the two per cubic block it would occupy in the world? That's something somebody should sort out, is how weight actually works. Is it a unit thing or is it a unit per space value? And the other one, more noble than I tend to have in the back of my mind, how would you do this if someone else was watching? You mean you mean how do you make it so somebody can copy it? Two by block, Georgie. Thanks. Right, so these water tanks here are 2 by 2 by 2. So the weight is 2 by each of those 8 blocks in total. I'll have to go and have a nose at what Scrapman did there. Because that my idea is that I need 1,027 of these things, 1,024 of them is a guesstimate based on what's happening on that raft over there at the moment. I haven't done any calculus for this because I don't fully I don't fully understood the weight system, and I'd probably be too lazy to go and measure everything anyway. Let's see how much water have I got left here. Eight. Oh, wrong spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something. Yeah, you're right, Tin. I'd want to take a loop with me on the base. I mean, I want to basically take that whole thing with me, so including the chests. I just want. I'll tell you something. Don't ever come into my world and do this. But if you remove that one ledge there, I think there's only one extra pillar under there holding it up. The whole freaking box would come off with everything on it. But I won't do that because that'll lag me out forever. But I could like kind of pick up the box and put it on the raft. That's typical. One short. All right. Now, take it off the lift first. And we'll glue that one to the side as well. And then when we have a whole pile of these things, we're going to weld them all together into one big raft. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 4 guys. And I need 2 of these for the craftbots weight. So that's another 4. So I'd have another 8 for all the other stuff. I'm pretty sure that'll work. And in the worst case scenario, what I have to do is put another layer of water bottles on the existing layer, because that'll only just increase the buoyancy. The being watched thing is being. So John's brain's getting confused, reading different streams going on in the chat. Let me see if I can make sense of this. John, yes, I love Stoneworks because I know it's an open area and I have been eyeing it. You know where to find me on Discord for that chat. Let's not do that here. The larger ones have the access ports and can be stacked. Yes, indeed, that's why we want to have a cycle and 2 craft bots. Currently, this is not the raft. I think I should say to Georgie, because eventually we're going to not to place them so close, to check last one you place. This is just temporary. I'm only placing them here so I can then later turn them into one big raft. These things, this will all disappear. But first I'm going to make 12. Does that answer your comment, Georgie? So this is just a pre-work. These are half fabricates. But I've made 7 of them since we started this stream. What is it, 2 hours ago? And I've had enough of it. I've done enough. And I'm just trying to think, is there anything we can still do which is worth doing? Oh, oh, that's right. We took them all out. I was just worried there that they'll all disappeared again. Hmm. There's one more thing I wanted to do before I log off today. So I want to go and have a look at the embers again. Try to release the last one to fall in the water. Okay. Oh. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is terrible. Oh no. Yeah, Georgie knows exactly what I've done. All right, Georgie, thank you for pointing that out midstream. Yeah, exactly, Georgie. But I'm not going to say it. Everybody can type what I'm thinking now. Isn't this gorgeous? So the worst thing about all this is I can't take all that back into my inventory because that's 64 times 4. So, all right. So, yes, it has F. So, all right. So, what's the good thing about water? Because I was trying to see the positive side of things. If I want to get rid of the water, this is the downfall of this boat as well. Because just like bubble plastic, so how ironic is that? I have too much water, and I'm dehydrated. So yeah, so there's the downfall of the raft as well. Is the water breaks. You're right. You're right, Tin. So I could easily put the thing on the back again. Well, all right. Oh yeah. Ah, yeah. But the lift's not going to let me pick them up, and I can't smash them with a hammer. Can I push them? I can. All right. Can I do it from the other side then? No, I can't. Yeah. To see, this is a family stream moment where you think, no, I'm not going to say those words out loud. Yeah. Yes, this is a commemorative moment. That's a real screw up. So I can get rid of the blocks, but then what I'm stuck with is water bottles in the water, which don't seem to want to move. If I hit it with a hammer, I know what's going to happen. It's going to break and probably not move either. Is it moving at all? Nope, that one's not moving anymore. Add blocks to the front. So I'm beginning to understand the value of a chat now. All these brains together. Here we go. Okay, so for the OCDers, we're going to have one platform. We're going to have a few platforms which are upside down, aren't we? Oh, let's see if we can grab the whole thing. Okay. Wait, I think this is the appropriate moment to call the Plastic Soup Foundation. So my confidence in my raft has just suddenly maybe have dived a little bit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm going to have some fun saying this. So, um, what's going to happen on my end, guys? It's 5 o'clock, so we're here going to start getting ready for some supper. Um, and I promise I'll clean all that up. I won't let it drift out to sea. Although I do like the look of this though. I haven't seen that before. I'll have a screenshot of that. Why not? Thanks. Yes, it's okay. I can deal with this because it's bits of data floating in more data down there, and all I have to do is reorganize the data. So, all right. We are going to do one more win before we end. Because here we go. Because that one's still, of course, glued to that one. Just takes a moment to think, doesn't it? Wait. Okay. And now, no. Oh, yeah, we got one. we got one. We got one. Okay, good. I wonder if we can stick those on back to front or not. I probably can turn it over. Oh, that's good. It won't let me turn them over. But I don't think that's going to make much difference to the buoyancy, is it? Okay, we got one. Now, we're not going to do the same mistake again. I thought this episode was going to be so boring, but at least we got something to amuse ourselves with. And what way? That's not a very. I don't care now. We'll clean that up later on. They should have been pointing up. Okay, so we can do that again, can't we? It's the brain juices are just pumping around at the moment. This is like a rescue mission. How do we prevent how do we prevent 3 hours of wasted work? What is it? 2 hours, 18 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Take you out. Yep. All right. Well, I have one upside down one there. A little bit of wood here. We agree that's not touching. Good. Okay. So I think at the end of the day we lost one pad with its hilarious moment of collapse. And this should be is that is that one still stuck or not? No, that one's loose. So that's one, two. Yeah, and that's loose as well. There's a block of space there. Yeah, Georgia, you win the prize of the day. You I you've won a year's time supply of water. I will bring it to you anytime soon. I'm glad you spotted that because I would have happily gone on making another six of them, another five of them, and stick them all in the same spot. Yep. All right. We're having chicken apparently, so I'm going to go and have some food here on this end. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I'll probably put out if don't ask me when with a mobile base, or otherwise we'll be doing this again next week Sunday, but then probably with more preparation in place. Yeah, Georgie can have those. I'll even make some more. Georgie, you can have all these because I made a machine to pump up water. So there's 3 chests full, and they're all for you if you want some. I'm feeling really happy about not having to redo at least 4 of them. So everybody take their big brains and go and enjoy your Sundays, and I'll catch you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.